Okay, France is at it again. France again. It happened in Mali. France name came on board. Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, all of them, they say France. And now Madagascar. France is planning it over there again. So you ask yourself, what exactly it is with France on the continent, all over, sponsoring stuff like this? You ask yourself. I don't blame France. I blame African leaders who, instead of calling people who come after the continent and sponsoring stuff like this across the entire continent, they go shaking hands with them and come back to show solidarity with their colleagues and then neighbors. That is what the problem is. Family, this one is not shocking, right? We are not surprised. Now, in Madagascar government accused France. France-linked figures, all right? There are some people that have been arrested, French citizens, and they've been arrested and accused of trying to destabilize the country. It was a destabilization agenda. Let me give you the breakdown here. When I say this, man, it is time we need to protest for chairman to vamoose the continent. Some people are not understanding. It is time, right? Now, Madagascar authorities say that they have arrested a former French serviceman over a plot. This is a plot to destabilize the country. This is according to the Madagascar authority. According to the prosecutor in charge of this case, the French national who has been arrested is facing serious charges which include criminal conspiracy and a plan to sabotage key infrastructures like power line and thermal plant in the country. They are doing everything possible to sabotage these key infrastructures. The authorities of Madagascar also revealed to us that several accomplices have been charged. Some is not only French citizen, but some people who connive with him and they are doing the thing. They have been charged, including a Malagasy army officer and a number of young people who are working with this French link figure. What exactly was the plan? Investigators says that the suspect, this group, they've created a WhatsApp group, and the name of the WhatsApp group is called Revolution of the Brave Citizens. And this French link figure or France link figure is the one in charge of the group and recruiting the citizens and some of the army personnel and the young people. The name is kind of like deceiving when you hear revolution, because France know that African youth are looking for revolution and all that. So they use the name Revolution of the Brave Citizens. So everybody who wants to look brave, and you will join the group, and then your head is gone. So they recruited the people into the group, and in the group there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and key individuals are in charge of each plan. Now, the first plan is to, first of all, trigger nationwide power outages. That is the first plan. You'll be there, and then it's just like what is happening in Ghana. Doom, so your light to be going out. What is going on? They will be trying to fix it, and there will be people who will be sabotaging it, and they are working with people in high position related to power. The energy sector is, there are people that are going to sabotage the government, and therefore there's going to be power outages across the entire country. And the second thing is that some of the group are going to incite members of the security forces to rebel the moment the power outage stuff begin to happen. And I will explain to you why they were so focused on the power outage thing. Yes, they are reading, right? Now, so the second plan is that once the power outage thing starts, it will start inciting the members of the security forces to rebel against this new government. And then there are other groups also. What they will be doing is that they will be mobilizing the young people to create unrest. It is going to be like protest, but it is not protest in the sense of, the right thing. It is protest to create unrest. There's going to be scattering, and they're going to, I mean, we are ready to burn our country. Hey, we no go agree. You know, that kind of protest some. And when it happens like that, it becomes chaos. It is no longer protest. So they are going to mobilize some youth who engage in this kind of activity. One of the main things also that they plan, which fall in line exactly with what happened in Mali, is that there are also people who are going to start spreading false informations to disrupt public order, and they are going to use the media. You know, there are some people who have the media handle, and they will use them to start propagating things and a false narrative against the government. And before the government realize, everything is completely out of control. The government can no longer have control over everything because everything is now out of order. These are the things that they plan. Now, the whole thing escalated a diplomatic tension between Madagascar and France currently. But before we get to the escalation, how the whole thing escalated, some people were expelled from Madagascar, some French diplomat and all that, because some diplomats also were involved in the thing. Before we get there, let's ask the question. The issue of people, you know, the false information thing. In Mali, for example, how many of you noticed that the moment the whole thing happened, just a minute after these guys begin to record and publish, France 24 and BBC have the recordings. From where we can't tell. They have the recording. They are so fast. They are in the whole thing happened. The media is involved, and it's like they are working hand in hand with the T group, and they are projecting everything there, not to tell you that the T group are bad people who came after Mali, but they are trying to tell everybody how Mali is losing the fight, and they are projecting the T people together with Tuareg group as a revolutionary people who are fighting for their rights. Go and read the things that BBC posted. I mean, France 24 posted. I mean, these are references we gave. When you go there, you see how the report is being carried out. So this thing is not surprising at all. And let me break this to you. If you think that official survivor sitting here is the only person asking this question of how France 24 and co, they are always quick to gather intelligence to report how the soldiers, to report that, oh, the soldiers are committing atrocity. They have satellite to watch before any T attack. Then they have the reporting and they have the videos. I'm not the only person. Ibrahim Traore asked the same question. Nobody answered him.
How do they get the channels with terrorists to have images and videos? How do they do it? There are people who even have the nerve to tell us that they filmed. I remember once they said that by image, satellite, they saw Malians committing, Malian forces committing execution. They are not even ashamed. They do not have the intelligence to know that what they say is not right. Why I say they don't have the intelligence? It's because they see the black. Always as a subman. Otherwise, if you have the ability to have satellites to see forces committing exactions, but you do not have the capacity to have satellites to see the terrorists, you all insult us here then.
That is it right there. That is it right there. We'll have that conversation. Let's keep it aside. Hit the like button for me. Now, the situation has completely escalated between, how do you call it, Madagascar and France. Completely. So, Madagascar has expelled a French diplomat over alleged involvement in the plot. According to report, this diplomat is part of this group who created the Revolution of Brave Citizens, which is the WhatsApp group that these people are in, and they are all part of the game. And this French diplomat has been expelled because he's part of it. I was wondering why I don't understand this case. Somebody help me here. Maybe is it because of diplomat? Somebody help me in the comment section. I don't understand how this one particular work. Why some people were arrested and he need to be expelled? I mean, why? If he's part of it, then why is it that he needs to be expelled and others arrested? That one, it is not really clear to me, but well, that is what is going on. As usual, France came out and they have strongly, according to report here, denying the accusation completely. According to them, the accusation is unfounded and incomprehensible. They are using English for me. Incomprehensible. The same thing when Mali said they are sponsoring the T group, France came out and said, "Pow, they are not part." When how do you call it? Burkina Faso accused them. Niger, they said, "Pow, they are not part." Even in Nigeria, some people came out and spoke about this French activity when it comes to the T group. Yeah, I don't blame Emmanuel Macron and everybody on board in regards to this. France is not doing anything wrong to the continent. France is a good partner of African leaders. France is a very good friend of African leaders. I blame African leaders because France is an amazing partner for Africa, doing amazing things for the continent. Yeah, these are the amazing things. In Mali, you saw the amazing thing that France was doing, right? In Burkina Faso, you saw the amazing thing that they're doing. Yeah, the children of France enter Mali recently. Abi, can't you see it? When you over their neck, then they are calling their citizens to vamoose because the T group, they were trying to regroup and come back, right? And that is why I say I don't blame France, because when these things are happening, we are calling our leaders. They say we who are calling our leaders and claiming that hey, France they need to speak against this, and they are calling us emotionally charged people. I want to ask them, the Madagascar government, are they also emotionally charged people? I'm asking those who try to downplay the things we put here, telling you that something is happening on the continent and we need African leaders to stand for the continent. Madagascar government, are they also emotionally charged? The Malian government, are they also emotionally charged for accusing France? Burkina Faso, are they also emotionally charged individuals? How about Niger? The authority, they are also emotionally charged. Because all those of you in suit, you are the only people who think that this is a joke on the continent of Africa. I blame them because they will go and shake hands with the people who are after the continent and then come back and say we show solidarity with our neighbors. These are the problem we are having. Ghana government, Mahama was not shaking hands with Macron last time. Tinubu was not there. But these are the same people. Look at it. Madagascar. Before I forget, as I'm reporting this, the French suspect who is the main brain behind this whole thing, who has been arrested, according to the report, is being held in a maximum security prison in Madagascar. Young suspects have been placed under judicial supervision, and more investigations are going on to make sure that a lot of people who are also involved and they are not yet on board come on board. And so people who will be asking that why will France be doing this? Madagascar is a former colony of France, a long time with France. But this particular new leader, when he took over, we said it in our videos that the man is not somebody that likes France too much. He is one of the voices and the people, a man who is against the French dominance in their country. So it looked like France, whenever a leader who would try to come and then stand against their interests, then let's try our possible best to in any serious continent, African Union should have called a meeting, emergency meeting. Let's unite. How are we going to respond to France? Because the man think that we are okay, but the African leaders are not correct. Last time our leaders just went there. Tinubu went there. How do you call it? Mahama went there and go and shake hands. Nobody was able to tell him to the face that the thing you are sponsoring across the continent, we don't want it, and if this will continue, we are going to make sure that we threaten your interest.